Yeah.
They check it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant, pilot, 64, weak.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit.
From the gun, Eason. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The best thing that ever happened to Mario Edwards Jr., in my estimation, was moving from defensive end into defensive tackle.
Why is that?
I think he had such good size, but his quickness now is overwhelming when he works inside against guards and centers. And that allows him to make plays as one we just saw there, getting into the backfield and getting a tackle for the loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the gun on third down, Eason. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
8, read.
Here we go, D.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown in the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
2nd and 3. And he completes it to Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Miles Boykin there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Delta. 49, check 49, check 49. Zip. Bravo.
2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off the play fake. Eason under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The open man is Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that
and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they? They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Fresh down. 36. There he goes.
They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
General West.
Throwing again. Eason. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 32-yard line.
Okay, Frank. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He sack back at the 24. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, baby.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm on. Ready, go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Just like that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 38-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Greystone, travel.
I'm coming.
Off play action. Eason. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. The intended receiver there, Allen. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready, set. 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Pilot, 64, weak. Let hustle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
General, west.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
We want it. Come to my world. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Protein spill.
Throwing on first down. Eason. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Pilot, 64, weak. Slam. Ready.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's got Smith here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That's how the defense. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Right there. 54 Mike.
Off play action. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Off the play fake. Eason. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's out right at the 25. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Hunt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Yep. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
We got to get the ball. Until you get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go.
2nd and 6. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And some room to work. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Don't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Go now. 60 outlaw. 54. Who that? 80 weapon. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put the. This is caught at the 20. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.